Hi everyone, it's Kristen. Welcome back for another polymer clay color mixing video. Again, I'm going to be using just these primary colors, just like the last video that I did in this series. There is a clay shortage. People are having a lot of trouble getting some of the specialty colors of Sculpey Primo and Sculpey Souffle. And so I thought it would be helpful to do a series of videos where I share how to color mix really beautiful and unique colors just using these 5 primary colors, and sometimes we'll add in some black. I'm not going to use black at all in this video, but black is pretty easy to get your hands on, and so some of them can be enhanced or, you know, changed, darkened with black. But in this video, we're just going to be using Sculpey Primo White, Primo Cadmium Yellow, Primo Fuchsia, Primo Cobalt Blue, and Primo Cadmium Red. So the first step, of course, is to get your clay conditioned. So I use my pasta machine for that. If you're unfamiliar with what that means, it's basically making it nice and smooth and all mixed together. I have videos about that, beginner tutorials, things like that on this channel if you want to look for those, and I can link some in the description box down below. The next thing you're going to need once they're all conditioned is some cutters. So depending on the amount of finished clay you want, you can decide, you know, what your parts are going to be. So if I need to make a huge batch of a certain color of pink, then I would use like a really large cutter, one like much bigger than this, because then that would give me more clay, more finished clay. Sometimes I will use this size if I don't need very much, and if I'm trialing clay color recipes or I just really don't need to make very much, I'll use something even smaller like this. So you want to make sure that your clay is all a uniform thickness when you're doing this, and you need to use the same size cutter for all of your parts. A lot of people have questions about what it means when you say a part. A part is just whatever size you want. So I said everything needs to be uniform thickness. So for me, I run all of my clay through my pasta machine on the thickest setting, and that is always what I use when I am mixing polymer clay colors. So I know that all of these colors are all a uniform thickness, and then I'm gonna use this same circle for every single part. So if it says a whole part, then that's a whole one of these. If the recipe calls for a half, then that's a half, and we'll just make that and cut it in half. A quarter is a quarter, an eighth is an eighth, that sort of thing. So hopefully that clears up that, because a lot of people are confused by that. If these videos are helpful to you and you enjoy getting these free clay color recipes, will you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? Just stop for a moment and give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below and let me know if these are helpful and if there are other colors that you would like to see in future videos, or would you like to see more color mixing videos like this? What kind of videos are helpful to you? I would love to know. Leave me a comment down below, and of course subscribe if you aren't already. Okay, let's get into our very first color, which is a nice light pink. So for that one, we are going to be using a quarter of the cadmium yellow. So we cut our little piece, and then I'll quarter it in a minute. The next one is we're doing a half of the cobalt, and we're doing 3 red. 1, 2, 3. And lastly, we are doing 21 parts white. All right, there's our 21 parts white. And we just need a half of this cobalt. Just like that. 3 of the red, and we're gonna do a quarter of the yellow. So that looks like just cutting it in half and then cutting it in half the other way. our quarter. So now I'm just gonna mix these up, put them through my pasta machine, and I'll show you the finished result. All right, so here is the result of our nice, beautiful, I would say this pink leans more toward like a dusty pink color versus like a baby pink in real life. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it, but I would definitely say it's more of like a dusty, not quite rose, maybe almost mauve, just to try to give you a good explanation of it in case it's not picking up on it. So let's move on to our next color recipe, which is a peachy pink color. So we're gonna do 2 parts cadmium yellow. We're doing 1/8 of the blue. So we're gonna cut half. Okay, that was not half. And then this way, this way, this way. That's how we're gonna get our 1/8. Here we go. We're gonna do 1.5 of the red. And then 13 white. We'll get this mixed up and show you the result. All right, so here is our peachy color. Isn't that pretty? I will compare it to the pink that we just made just for reference on camera. This is our kind of dusty pink color, and this is the peach. Isn't that beautiful? These are really great, versatile colors, and you can lighten these up by adding more white. You could darken them a little bit by adding a little bit of black. There's so many options once you have just kind of like a base color. You can change it from there and make it your own, which is awesome. All right, let's move on to a nice tan color. I like to call it sand. So for this one, we're gonna do 9 white. We need 1/8 of cobalt. Three-quarters of a piece of fuchsia. And 2.5 yellow. All right, let's mix these up. So here is our slightly yellow peachy toned color that I like to call sand. Again, I'll show you the other colors in the palette just for comparison. These colors kind of give me like tropical or beachy vibes. So again, you can change these up if you want it more yellow or darker or lighter. You can make it your own. The next one we are going to do is a kind of a brownish color. All right, the next one we're gonna do is a light green color. So we are gonna do 2 yellows, 1 blue, and do 3/4 fuchsia. 6 white. All right, here's our nice light green color. This would be beautiful darkened up or even lightened up for a more pale color. Here is our palette so far. Isn't that pretty? Very summery colors. And we have one more, which is just like a slightly deeper green. So let's do that one now. Do a cadmium yellow. A cobalt. And an 1/8 fuchsia. Here's a beautiful green, kind of a tropical forest green. They nice together. I feel like all these colors just kind of pair nicely and make a beautiful palette. Again, lighten up this green, darken the colors, just play with them and make them your own. Just like last time, I'll have all these color recipes in a blog post for you if you would like them in written form, so you don't have to go through the video and pause and write them down. I have them all written out for you to reference whenever you would like. So thanks so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know down below what other videos you would like to see from me, or if you want to see more color recipes. Again, thanks for watching this video today, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.